Hi, my name is Garrett Bettis, and here's Ciba's acquisition of Allied Colloids case study. What caused Allied Colloids to become a takeover target? First, they had a niche in the water treatment industry over in the UK. Also, the AC profits were going down during the time, and also in the US, a company by Hercules was looking to expand in the global markets, and Allied Colloids had to be inside their same industry of water treatment. And last, the US dollar was weakening against the pound. How did Ciba value the gains from a merger? Ciba wanted to diversify their company. Ciba, being a color and paint oil based company, wanted to get into the water treatment industry, and by merging with Allied Colloids created a new industry for Ciba. And with a new industry came with potential growth revenue. Also, Ciba wanted to acquire their ideal debt to equity ratio, and by keeping Mr. Farr as lead position will help assure a smooth transition in the merger. What effects did the acquisition have on Ciba's balance sheet and performance? Starting with the assets, the big changer in the asset part was the goodwill and intangible assets. In 1997, it only had 58 million. In 1998, had over 2 billion. This is due to the merger with all of Allied Colloids' patents and intangible assets created high value in this category. And then the total assets starting nearly at in 1997 at 10 billion to now a total of 12 billion. Continuing on the balance sheet, looking at the liabilities, long-term debt in 97 was only 294 million, and in 98 was over 3 billion. This is due to the merger. Most of Ciba's purchase of AC was through loans, creating a long-term debt. And the total liabilities in 97 was low 5 billion, and then created in 98 over 9 billion. Here's the performance and sales for Ciba's water and paper treatment division. Through 1998 to 2004, there was a steady incline in sales. And in 2004, there was over 2 billion in sales just from the water and paper treatment division. This accounted for 28% of net sales for Ciba in 2004. Who won and who lost during the merger? Allied Colloids executives were probably the key winners in this case, with taking in millions from options and shares. Mr. Farrar's case was probably the better. He even got to keep his job as president for Allied Colloids after the merger. Also, Ciba in the long term was a winner in the sales from Allied Colloids. The losers in this case were Allied Colloids employees. Ciba in a few years would get rid of over 1,000 jobs. Ciba, after the first year, took a hit, and it took them a while to bring in sales from the water and paper treatment division. Hercules not acquiring AC and losing out on all the revenue that AC had brought through water and treatment was probably one of the big and key losers out of this transaction. Here's the aftermath of the merger for Hercules. Shortly after the merger, Hercules started to look for another company and ended up buying Betts Durban for just over 2.4 billion. And after the purchase, they never really gained value in the company, and stock price started to fall over the years. And also in 2007, Hercules received the Presidential Green Chemistry Challenge Award for one of their adhesives for being in a green environment, being non-toxic. And in 2008 would shortly be bought by Ashland, one of the biggest U.S. chemistry distributor. Here's the postscript for Ciba. The water treatment and paper divisions have been creating great sales over the years for Ciba, and in mid-2000s, high gas prices started to hurt Ciba due to their oil-based products. And during this time, their stock prices started to fall because of these high oil-based products. And in 2009, BASF bought Ciba. This concludes the case study of Ciba's acquisition of Allied Colloids.